What is up, KantoLeaugeMasters? My name is dCraw and I'm new uploader here on this channel, so if you do like me, please go check my channel out. This is a UU match versus Kayci from Smoke on Battlefinder, and I lead off with my ambipom and she leads off with her Nidoqueen. She turns out to be a defensive one, a defensive Nidoqueen, because she does have Poison Point instead of the Sheer Force. Now do you turn out because the poison and the life orb will wear me down, so I do bring my Donphan out because I predicted either the Toxic Spikes or the Stealth Rock, and that way I can lay down my own Stealth Rocks. She does go for the Earth Power. That doesn't do really much because she doesn't have the Sheer Force ability, as I said before. Now I switch out to my Roserade, but she actually Dragon Tails and brings my Donphan out. She does have an Electros, so I didn't really want to go for EQ, but I thought, well, maybe I should try. She does have the Ice Beam, which I didn't predict. I thought she had Thunderbolt or Toxic Spikes to hit the flying types, but she does get the freeze on me, so that's not really good. I switch out to my Milotic as she goes for another Dragon Tail, but thankfully Milotic avoids that and will be able to do some damage to Nidoqueen. Turns out she does switch out to her Blastoise, which was kind of a pretty obvious move. Should have went for the Toxic first turn, but I didn't really want to predict that. She does go for Rapid Spin, which is not very good because my rocks, I don't have rocks anymore, and since my Stealth Rocker is frozen, it's quite possible that I won't get to lay down my rocks. So I switch to my Roserade, predicting the fairly obvious Toxic, and now I use Sludge Bomb, predicting him to switch to his Houndoom to take the Giga Drain, but it does stay in, and does go for the Ice Beam, which doesn't really do that much, and I go for the rest because another Ice Beam won't do anything, but she actually gets a crit, so the game is not going very well for me in the beginning, but let's keep it going. She goes for her lead when it's a double down, kind of double down, and do switch, and she goes for the Dragon Tail, predicting the switch, and in comes my ambipom, and I was like, I should probably just try to hit this thing with the hardest possible moves, so I go for the fake out and afterwards the double hit, cause that poison is really not a good thing for my ambipom, so I'm just gonna sacrifice it in trade of a really good deal of damage to this Nidoqueen. She does go for the Dragon Tail, but it's enough to take me out, so in comes Milotic with a safe switch. Now I over predict again and go for the Scald, but thankfully she doesn't bring out her Blastoise. And this Electros does get the burn, which is really good if she does have the Wild Charge instead of the Thunderbolt. Now I switch out to my Donphan to scout out what she did have, but she actually has the Thunderbolt, so the burn won't really matter for having attack. Just for this U-turn, which does really nothing. So I'm just going to try and thaw out with my Donphan and go for Ice Shards repeatedly because I just didn't want to switch out again. And in comes our Serperior, which actually is a defensive Serperior, which I haven't seen before. She does appear not to have the Leaf Storm because she does go for the Leaf Blade, so she has dual screening and Leaf Blade, and the other move I still don't know. But she does continues to go for my Leaf Blade, and two of them will knock me out as I did not thaw out. So I switch out to my Rotom and I make the bad play and go for the overhit, which was really easily predicted by her, and she goes for the Flash Fire Houndoom, which absorbs that, and goes for Pursuit as I switch out. So my Rotom is dead because the Salvorox will knock him out. So that was a really bad play. Now I switch to my Melodic as she does switch to Superior, and again I did not overpredict and go for the safe Scald instead of the Ice Beam, which was not really good. Oh, but I remember why I did that. I predicted Houndoom to have Thunderfang, so I didn't want to switch out. She does go for the Safeguard here, revealing her full moveset, so now I know that my Roserade can completely wall that Superior and hit him with the super effective Sludge Bomb, which I do have. Now I switch out to my Rotom to see what move her Aerocross locks himself in, because Aerocross is usually choiced, and I bring my own Aerocross, which gonna go for the close combat and finish his Electros, because I predicted the switch, because Aerocross v Aerocross is not a really good matchup for anyone. In comes the Superior, and I did not go for the close combat because I thought it was still up, but it actually wasn't, so bad play on my part, but since she was faster, it's not very important. She does go for the Safeguard instead of the Light Screen, which was a bad play because I did not want to Toxic Hit, I want him dead. So Sludge Bomb is a clean one-hit KO, and in comes this Heracross, which is gonna Stone Edge and does a little bit over half. My Roserade is here being super good and finishing off most of these guys, and now Heracross survived with like 1 HP, and I'm predicting the Nidoqueen, so I go for Spikes to kill off his Heracross as he comes back in. So now it's gonna be easy to knock the Nidoqueen out with the Giga Drain. I do get a critical hit, I do not remember if it's important or not, but Roserade is getting kills here, so that's pretty good. She does bring one of her last guys, Houndoom, and goes for the Fire Blast, which Roserade surprisingly can take that, and she does go for the Sludge Bomb, I'm sorry, and do a really good damage. He does go for Pursuit because not risking the Fire Blast miss, and Life Orb almost takes him out, but he's gonna take him out now with Eden Power Electric, which my Milotic can survive, and Heracross will die when he comes back in. So I hope you liked it. Comment, thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel, and do go check my own. So bye.